I think from Wednesday's game, nobody should be out. Coquelin is back available because after his family problem, he's back in contention again. So overall, I don't believe that Czech will be available for Monday night, nor Ospina. So these are the two players who still will be out.
It means another start for Martinez. How impressed were you with him on Wednesday night?
He looked composed, quiet, calm, and I know personally that he has the quality because I see him every day. So no, I was not surprised by the quality of his game.
Looking back at Wednesday, what was it that pleased you most about the manner of victory?
I would say overall the united team who did fight together, and as well the continuity of our dominance and the quality of our team play was very good throughout the 90 minutes. I must say that our passing was quite good, our combinations was good, and the continuity of our concentration during the 90 minutes defensively was very positive.
There's been quite a bit of praise for Mohamed El-Neni and Granit Xhaka as well. What was it that impressed you about the way they combined on Wednesday?
The fact that the speed of our passing and in the heart of the game, I believe that it is not only the quality of the passing, but the speed of our passing that is needed, the way we want to play, because we have quick strikers, so it's important that we feed them quickly. And on that front, the quality, the speed of a decision making becomes very important.
Did you mention Koscielny there, Arsene? Did you mention Koscielny?
Koscielny, no, I didn't mention him because for me he's out for Monday night.
So who will be captain?
I don't know, I have not picked the team yet. In the last game it was Walcott.
Have you heard from the Premier League about the minor incident regarding the armband against
No.
Manchester City? Let's put the form this season into context. After 29 games last season, you were on 52 points. 29 games this season, you're on 54 points. You're actually doing better this season than last season. And of course, last season you then went on an unbeaten run.
Look, we are in a position that is not at the moment very comfortable because it's not where we want to be. But it has only one positive thing. We know exactly what we need to do. Is just go into the next game and win it. And so the line of conduct is very clear. And overall, I think we had, of course, a hiccup in the recent weeks. And what is important now is for us to move on and focus again, keep the way we want to play football in mind, and give absolutely everything in every game.
Do you see a sense around the training ground of the difference a win can make?
Look, I feel we came out of a very difficult period, and I think what we have shown is that we are united and focused and determined to do things right again, and that was questioned for a while. And I think we gave the right response, but we have to show that focus now until the end of the season. There's still a lot to fight for, and so that's what is at stake, basically.
If your best striker was 6 yards out of goal, in the centre of the goal, and he was going to shoot, but the goalkeeper he was shooting against always saved, he never scored against him, would you still encourage him to shoot? I
would encourage him always to score goals, yes.
So can I ask you, when will you make an announcement about your contract?
That has nothing to do with scoring goals. That is more what you ask me is to score own goals, basically.
When the announcement comes, will it come from you or from the club?
From the club.
Are there any prerequisites on any contract that might be there for you to sign, that you have signed or you might sign?
No, I have nothing to add to that,
Are you making plans for the pre-season games?
Of course.
Which suggests you'll be here?
No, it suggests just that I do my job is to plan for the future of the club.
When the announcement comes from the club, will it be before the end of the season, do you think?
I cannot tell you now because I don't know. I'm focused on our next game, you know.
That next game is against Palace, so it doesn't look like Yohan Cabaye will be playing. That's good news.
Laurent Cabaye is a good player because we were interested in him at some stage when he was in Newcastle, and but we do not speculate on any weakness, you know. Cabaye is a very good passer of the ball, but Crystal Palace is like Arsenal, they have a big squad. Many good players in the Premier League. One player out or in is not anymore today a big problem for these clubs.
With the Alexis Sanchez situation, is the delay over his deciding whether to sign a new contract just to do with money, or is it to do with ambition as well? What's your understanding?
I believe that basically he wants to stay at the club, and it's down to find an agreement with his agent.
So he's not put any, again, prerequisites about bringing in, wants to see the kind of player that Arsenal sign?
No, you know, I think the players first have to see are they happy at the club, and after most of the time it's down to find an agreement. But where the finances are involved in it, yes.
Last one from me. I think you said that Mesut Özil took a while mentally to get over going out of the Champions League. Could you expand on that?
Well, because he is very ambitious and he wants to win the Champions League. He came out many times saying that, you know, and the fact the whole story went, because if you look at the two games after 45, if you take the first 45 minutes in the two games, we are qualified, and we went out in such an emphatic way. Was difficult to take for everybody, and I believe even more for him, maybe, because that's a big part of his ambitions.
Does it mean a lot then that he cares that much? Is that good?
He cares. You know, what I wanted to say in that is that people often reproach him that he doesn't care because of his style of play, but he cares, and much more than people think that he does.
Arsene, the little group of fans who are protesting here on Tuesday are not here today. Does that show you what a result against West Ham can do for you?
No, you know, we had 3 fans on Tuesday, but when I went home, we had 10 fans who were very positive. So unfortunately, you pick the 3 who were here. But I said, you know, my target is to keep all the fans happy, and that's always what I try to do. If I don't manage to do it, I'm of course disappointed.
Did the Palace-Chelsea result last week change your thinking for this game? Because it was such a surprise, wasn't it?
What?
The Palace win against Chelsea, did that change your thinking for this game coming up?
Look, what was for sure, it was a big surprise, because they played away from home, you know, and overall 13 was a shock for Chelsea as well. But we know what's, I would just say, the win of Crystal Palace at Chelsea is in the continuity of what we have seen in the Premier League since the start of the season. Surprising results, because all the difference between the teams has become shorter and smaller, so anything can happen in any game. But it doesn't change basically my thinking about the game. We know we have to play at our best to win the game.
Also, just to clarify one point on your contract, it's been widely suggested that you've actually been offered a 2-year deal. Is that the case?
I spoke enough about that.
Could you at least, I mean, is there an offer on the table?
I have nothing to add on that.
Yes or no? Seriously, is there an offer on the table?
I cannot tell you anything more than what I said many times, you know, and I can understand that the subject is maybe of any interest, but to me what is of interest is what's happening on the football pitch.
You said Laurent Koscielny's out for Monday. He's had a scan, presumably. How long is he like to be out for?
It will be shorter than expected.
So it's not a ligament problem?
It's not a ligament tendon problem, no.
And just for all the sort of negativity outside the club, you're 4 points behind the top four with a game in hand. I mean, it can turn quite quickly, can't it, from here?
It can. That's a difficult, a little bit of a modern world, you know. All the conclusions are always definite, but sport is about your next performance, and it's down to you to change things. And what is important is what is to be professional is basically to focus on what is important. That means performance.